Hi guys, this is the other question that we asked to go through in 5 of um, 1 very much. The graph of p of x is equals to a to the power of x is drawn in the sketch. The point S, which has coordinate 2 and 9, lies on the graph of t is the y-intercept of t is the y-intercept of g. Alright. So there's a graph, you can see the graph there. So from this graph, you already know that a is greater than 0 because the graph is above the x-axis line. And as you go to the right, the graph increases. This tells us that x is positive. So we already see that x. If x was negative, the graph was gonna go like that. This has to be the right. Alright, and s is a there. T, the y-intercept, the y-intercept, where x is 0, is a value of y. So I think most of us already know what that y for is from the previous recordings that we sent. 5.1 5.1 is write down the coordinates of t. Write down the coordinates of t. So t is this point. Alright, so I will make a sketch of the graph. X, x, y. So this is t 0 point s there. So this is s9. So they want us to find the coordinates of t. So what do we know about t? What we know about t is that x value is 0 then. When you want y, a the power of x, right? But what is the x value here? What is the x value for that? X value there is 0 because that is the y-intercept. This is a to the power 0. So when you say a to the power 0, what do you get? Get 1 because a represents a number. So any number to the power of 0, 1. No. But even without doing this, you already know that a is this point here, the y value is 1. Talk about this and say the exponential functions accept the y axis at at 1 at 1 the y is 1 unless there's a vertical shift or a horizontal shift. So in this case we can see there's no p, so that is why 1. But this is a better way. The power 0 is 1, so we know the y value. Now write the of 0 and 1. So the t. I think that's so. The second question they say 5.2 says calculate the value of a. Calculate the value of a. So now we want the value of 1. Now is a positive or negative, guys? Before we go far, a is positive. Why? Because the graph is above the x-axis. So a is positive. A. The graph was below the x-axis somewhere this side was So this 1.1, so y is equals to h power of x, and then we have a coordinate that we use to substitute and 9. So I'm going to substitute that coordinate. I'll substitute y as 9 equals to a to the power of x, which is 2. This is a. So now it's just a matter of solving for a. So there are various which you use. The easiest is to apply the square root on both sides. That's that, and then 9 is 3. Total of 9 is plus or minus 3. But what do we know about our A? The graph is above the horizontal line. So A positive yes, plus positive 3. Guys, from here, there are many ways of solving that. There are various ways. Also say 9 is the same 3 squared plus squared. Powers are the same, therefore it's plus. Or you can, there are various methods, guys, but yeah, so these are the easiest ways to just solve that. Alright, so let's check one. Next question they say 5.3. The graph H is obtained by reflecting G, the line, the y-axis line. When I reflect G, the y-axis line. So meaning the graph, when you reflect it like here, now it's direct, direct. And it's just going to be a reflection around about this line. Write down the equation of H. Okay? Write down H. So I'll write it here. 5.3. So guys, when you're reflecting the graph of G, this is G, you're reflecting about this line. So what is going to happen? When you reflect, it means this part that was here is here, this side. This part is now that side. You reflect the graph about this line. Set the y-axis. So the graph is now going to go that line. So it's still the same graph, but this now is H. It's still the same graph reflected by y. What do we know, guys, about a graph that like this? What how different is it? One. What we know, guys, is this one. The power is a to the power of x. This one is a to the power of x. This one can be power h x to a what else? Okay, power of right. So that's of course there are many ways. If you want to write it form, write it one power of x. So write it right. Right. Yeah, you can leave it like that. It's fine. Let's go to uh, Next question is 5.4. 5.4, they say write down the value of x for which 0 is less than the inverse graph, that inverse y for that inverse is less than 1. So I understand this might help, right? So let us get the chart for explaining. So basically what is happening, we have graph, so we have that graph of g, right? Now let us write the inverse of g. So we know y value is 1, and when the y value here is 1, its inverse is 1. So this one is, so the equation for this one was what? Y equals to 3 to the power of x, and this one is going to be the inverse, is going to be y equals to log of x 3, right? That is the inverse of that. But what do we know about this? The y value, y is 0 when x is 1. So here, when x is 1, y is 0, right? Just like on the graph of g, when x is 0, y is 1. Here is opposite. When x is 1, y is 0. Right? But now, need to, let me do this. Make a dotted line. Okay. Dotted line touches the graph there. There you go. So we need this point. This point here. What? What is this point here? What is going to be the x value that corresponds to y1 graph? That is because if you take the rules of log, the rules of logs, there's a rule that tells you that log of m is m equals to 1. So log of m is m 1. So what is our base for our base is 3, right? So for us to get 1 is m, it needs to be, all right? Log is 3. This has to be what? 3 in order for us to have 1. But remember this here, so it's going to be log 3 be 1. But remember this one here, that color is not, this one here, then x. So you see that, so according to the rule, so this means 3. So log 3 be 3 equals 1. That's y here of 1. So now the question was saying, for which values of x will your y be greater than 0 and then less than 1? So meaning that y has to be greater than 0. The 0 line for y is here, right? But then it has to move until, but then it has to be less than 1. So the x value for the y value. So we see y is 0 when x is 1 for that point, right? So we know that x has to be greater than 1 in order for y to be greater than 0. Meaning any point here, for example, if you have x value of 2, y is greater than 0, y is going to be somewhere positive. It's a number somewhere which is greater than 0. So any number of any value greater than 1 plus y value that is greater than 0. But then the y should less than 1, and we know that 1 is where x is 3. So this tells us that this is 5. So this tells us that x is greater than 1 and x is less than 3. You understand that any value of x greater than 1 will get a y value greater than 0. But any value of x less than 3, meaning we get y being less than 1, because 1 is 3. So I'll write this properly. 1 is less than x, and x is less than 3. So meaning x is a number 1 and x. So for any value of x plus y that is positive, greater than 0 and less than 1. That is what asking. Of course, there are other ways of guys. This is the easiest. Of course, guys. Okay. Now, hmm, that- so the other way of doing this, guys, is by solving that 0 less than log log x. So you just solve for that. Remember, 0 same as log 1, right? 1 is less than, then cross multiply with of 3, you just get 0, right? So this is same as log x. So I remove log sides, cancel log, main with what? 1 this side less than x, which comes back to this 1 is less than, or x is greater than 1. See, then other part would be log of x 3 than, sorry, less than 3. So when you solve this, let's say 1. So this is log. Remember, this is the simplest log x over log. When I cross multiply, I will have log x less than log 3. Log 3 comes from this is 5, same as log of x over log of 3 from cross multiply. So to multiply the one is just from here I remove the log. So x is less than 3. So we see this condition is 1 is less than x, but x is less than 1 is less than x, but same thing. Just that solving for x takes time. It's easier if you just see immediately from a sense of it, right? Because it's just too much. Alright, guys, this is the simple ask questions where I explain some understand. Right?